Hello, you wonderful people. How's it going? I'm a bit cheery at the moment. I've been so stressed about this car and I was just talking to Kurt, who, if you're not new, if you are new here, you don't know. Kurt is my son, who is 27, 28. Friggin' Jesus, righto. And hi, I'm messy. Yeah, and he said he thinks that there's actually a mechanic out here. I didn't know that there was actually a mechanic out here, so if there is a mechanic out here, that would make life simpler, because my mechanic is 40 minutes away, and because car doesn't go, I can't get the car to them. I do have the number of an auto electrician in Wamba, which is about 15 minutes away, who I was going to ask to come and have a look at the car. But if there's actually a mechanic out here, although in all honesty I think it's an electrical issue or the alternator anyway, so either way an auto electrician would probably do the job. I may still actually ring him anyway on Monday, because it's now Saturday. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today we are making something soap. We are making juicy watermelon, and I'm going to make this pretty much the same as everybody else does, with a green layer, a white layer and a red layer. But I made myself a little shaper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like there's been a little bite taken out of the top of the soap. Because it's watermelon, and why wouldn't you take a bite out of the top of the soap? So I'm going to give this a stick blend and get it all mixed, ready to go. Oh, this is so dodgy. You can also see the side of it. See, it's actually broken. I don't know how it's broken, but it is. I cannot afford a new stick blender, because I have a broken car and I don't want to walk to the frigging post office again. It took me an hour. It took me an hour there and back, but I was actually expecting it to take me 40 minutes to get there. It didn't. It took me 30. But I am so unfit. I don't want to do that again because it was gross. Do not want to do that again. Okay, so I'm going to split some off here for the green and the white. Not very much. I'm going to do a little bit more of the green, because what I will do, of the white, because what I'll do, yeah, I might just put a little bit more. I'll just do it and I'll show you when I do it. I think that's probably just the easiest. So, in this one is white. So that's just some titanium dioxide, some water dispersible. And for the green we have elusive, because I wanted a nice dark green. And elusive is absolutely beautiful. Keely turned me onto this one. That'll be Soy and Shay. You should go watch her channel because she's awesome. It's got nothing to do with the fact that she's my friend. She's still awesome anyway. She makes really nice soaps. So yeah, this one is one from my Micro Obsession before Heirloom took them over, but you can find these now on Heirloom Body Care. Alright, so I am going to move you out of the way, and I'm going to mix the white first. Firsty first. Just like that. And like that. It's amazing how much influence Bobby Duke has had on my life. I like Bobby, he's weird. And he's not afraid to be weird. I like that. I like that in people, because that's me. I like people who just don't give a shit what everybody else thinks. Although sometimes I think Bobby does a little bit too much, and I wish he wouldn't because he's so cool. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Did I turn record on? I did. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so they have fragrance over here. Oh, that's so good. It's so melony. So we're going to pour a little bit on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of this off. Not all of it. Maybe I didn't put enough in here, actually. That's quite possible. I just want just a thin layer just to coat the bottom. Oh, that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to just do a little thin layer. These little squares, for those of you that haven't heard me say this 4,000 times already, I make little squares to go in front of my soaps at the markets so people can smell the soaps, because I wrap mine in shrink wrap because I don't like people touching my soap. So yeah, that's why. And then that way they can just pick up the little smell me's and smell those, and they don't have to be handling the soaps, getting the labels dirty or anything. So the reason I left some in here is because I'm now going to pour some of this white in here. And then we're going to mix this up. Yeah, that's fairly set up. Just so it just gives it just like that little sort of, you know how the green of the skin gets like a paler green as it gets towards the white stuff. I'm just going to pour that in there. That didn't do anything. Yeah. I will pour this on my spatula, but I don't think it's actually going to work. No, it's not, because I just don't have enough. Okay, fine. Well, what we're going to do then is we're just going to change tactics on the fly. And I'm just going to do that. Just going to pour it in. Just like that. And then if I find something, I'm just going to just mix it in. And then we're just going to have streaky green. That'll do. Not fussed, not stressing, because there's no point stressing. So the white layer is still thin enough that I can just come along and pour it on the back of my spatula, and it will just sit on top like that. And we'll help it a little bit. And not forget this, because I have a tendency to always forget these, because I stopped doing the markets for so long. I forgot about doing these and didn't do them for the longest time, just because I was making soap for online, and you don't need anyone to smell your soap when it's online because they're just reading the descriptions. Whereas at the markets, people expect to be able to smell soap. Now, if I was sort of being more true, and I have done it before, you could keep back a little of your white and add a little bit of your red mix to it and make like a really pink colour, and then do a layer of that, and then do your layer of red, and that is quite realistic. But I'm not doing that. I'm not remotely worried about that. Okay, so this is disgusting. Look at the mess. Wow. I'm so messy today. Alright, I've got lava here. It might be a little orange, we'll have to see. This is from Heirloom. This is not a My Micro Obsession. This is just an Heirloom colour. Let's have a look at this and see what colour it goes. As expected, it's a little too orange. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of red soap colour, just to bring that orange back a smidge, because it's a bit gross. It's still gross. I'll throw some pink in there. This is colour theory 101. All right. There we go. It's not the best colour, but it's just going to have to do. Just going to have to do. It's not awful. Actually, it's kind of nice. Not going to lie, I kind of like it. Wow. So maybe that's my problem. Maybe my pinks, I should make them a little on the orange side, and then I'll like them more. Oh dear. Well, I made this pink soap, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and I quite enjoyed it. All right. In with the fragrance. Yeah, don't hate this colour. Oh, I hate the pain in my hands, but how are we doing on time? Yeah, not too bad. Oh, this smells so good. This is not just the juicy watermelon that you buy. I actually mix my watermelon myself. It's a mix of, oh God, I don't remember now, 2 or 3 different watermelon fragrances. So it's not the same as everybody else's. Not that I have a problem with making things the same as other people, like I use lemongrass and Persian lime and French pear and all those things that everybody else uses, but I just wanted the watermelon to just be just a little bit different. Okay, so again, I'm actually going to pour this in here first, so I don't forget. And I've realised I've left the light on in the laundry, which means the fan's going. Now again, on this, I'm going to pour onto the back of my spatula so it doesn't break through the white. This is very thick, which is good. It's good for us because we're going to use a shaper. But it will break through that layer beforehand if you don't be careful. It's definitely not set up enough for a shaper yet though. Definitely not. It's very liquidy. Now this should get right up to the top, or reasonably close anyway. Get this all out. Yeah, I kind of like this colour. I'm quite happy with that. Very good. Considering how orange it went to begin with, I was a little scared. It's like, I really don't want orange watermelon. Now, I'm going to just go off camera here for a sec, so I can just give this a quick bash down, because there's no cupboard directly underneath here. Okay, yeah, so that's just stupidly liquid. I can't use a shaper on that yet. I don't think it will hold its shape. We can try. I don't think it's going to work though. Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, you can see it just falling back in on itself. That's fine. We can wait. And I'll just put that over on that side. I'm just going to give this another tap down. I'm just going to leave that now and wait. If you're interested in seeing these in a store, let me know. I sort of hadn't really planned on putting them in the store, but if anyone wants them, I'm more than happy to do so. I guess we have to see if it works first. Alright, well, I'm going to leave that for now and probably wait. I'll wait about 10 minutes and we'll come back and we'll try it again and see if it's ready yet to shape. Okay? Alright, see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and I'll just double check. Yep, about 5 minutes. So, yeah, I think this will work now. I need a spatula, because what I'm going to have to do is, as we're going along, we're going to have to lift this out, put that in there. Again, lift that out. Now with shapers you will get wastage, but it doesn't have to be wastage. You can use it for other things. I use these little squares that I don't use for what I call smell me's at the markets. I give away as freebies. So, you know, I don't class it as wastage necessarily. Because I don't think giving people free things is a waste. Alright, that's pretty good. What I want to do is clean the soap off my gloves, because I'm going to go back through now and just give it one more run through, just to make it nice and neat, because there's so little soap there now. I can just do it in one go. See how much neater that is? And the other side, I'm just going to leave it. But I think that was fantastic. There we little shaper. This can be made wider if you have a wider mould. I've just made the right length to sit on top of this one. But yeah, I can't wait to cut that now. I'm excited. I might put some glitter on here. We have this one that's got red in it. So I'm just going to try and put it just on this side. I didn't put poppy seeds in this like everybody else does, because I personally don't like poppy seeds. I think they're way too scratchy in soap. And I know that a lot of people feel the same. So that's why I don't do it. That's just going to have to just be ugly, I think. I don't know, let's use this here to make it a little less ugly. I'm going to give it to someone as a freebie. It doesn't have to be ugly. Alright, a little bit on there, a little bit on there, a little bit on there. There we go. So I ended up getting a loaf of soap, 2 freebies, and a smell me. That works for me. Okay, well, I'm super excited to see the cut. You guys will see it in about 5 seconds. I have to wait 24 bloody hours. Alright. Bye. Okay, there you go. That's what it looks like with a little cut. So it looks like someone's, and I quite like how the green turned out. It will probably discolour to this darker colour, but I'm not worried about that because I don't hate that darker colour anyway. I had a bit of gel go on last night. Yeah, definitely. Doesn't matter. Now these all look the same, so you don't need to see any more of them. They all just look the same. Oh dear. You can see there's, oh you can if the camera over focuses, I don't know, I'm having trouble with cameras and shit at the moment, so, but you can see there's glycerin rivers in the white, obviously because I had titanium dioxide. These little bits of black here are just off the strings because I just cut the lemongrass and Persian lime, so they'll wipe off when it's better. When it's cured. Alright, that's it. We may as well just leave it at that. I'll see you later. Bye.